What is up, guys? Welcome to the Coach T and Damian V podcast. We have a special guest in the house tonight. It is none other than Michael Dozer Stahl.
What's up, guys?
You're not that tall, bro.
No, bro, this thing's all messing up on me.
And you could, speak up a little bit.
Yeah, this thing's messing up on me.
Oh yeah, malfunctions going on. You know how we do. Oh yeah, right there, buddy. All right, so Mike is a professional heavyweight fighter at Head Kicks, and he has a fight next Friday going down to Shreveport, his hometown. We'll talk more about his hometown and where he grew up and his background. But I thought it'd be great to have him on the podcast to kind of promote the fight and maybe sell some shirts. We're actually going to give away a free T-shirt, free Dozer Michael Dozer Stahl T-shirt.
Legit.
If you share this video, I will go back next week. I will pull a winner on a Thursday. I'll probably do it next Thursday right before his fight, and we'll try to get that shirt to you guys if you share it.
Absolutely.
And I'll pick out of a hat. Let's see. What's up, man?
Not much.
We had a good session this morning.
We had a great session this morning.
Nearly killed Mike.
Yeah.
His last hard strength and conditioning session before next week. What else, man?
No, man, just working. You know, we're in the gym. We're getting after it every day.
That's it.
Letting you beat me up at strength and conditioning, and then I'll let everyone else beat me up in the afternoons. You know.
And that's probably the hardest part. I would say in the training camp is you want to beat yourself up during the training, right? That way, fight night is a breeze.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Everybody looks forward to fight night to get it over with because the training camp is so brutal, right?
Exactly. It kind of helps grind away some of the nerves leading into a fight like this.
It helps your confidence, right?
For sure.
You know you prepared. You know you did everything you could. I preach that a lot to the MMA guys. Do everything you can in your power. Put everything you can into it. That way, when you go in the cage, you know you have no doubt in your mind that you put everything into it, right?
Absolutely.
And that'll give you all the confidence. But I thought it'd be a good idea to have you on and maybe talk a little about your background, where you came from, because I know a lot of people from the gym support you. We love you, man, and we want to maybe get to know you better.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about where you're from and how it all got started.
Born in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Shreveport?
Yeah. Stayed there for a little bit. We moved over to Austin, Texas until I was about 11.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, bro. Dude.
How long you lived in Austin?
6-7 years.
What?
Yeah.
So you in elementary school in Austin?
Yeah, elementary school till 6th grade.
Nice.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I was a little chubby kid who was in the choir.
You were chubby? No.
Dude, yeah, I was a little chubby kid. Was in the choir. Won a state choir competition.
Dang,
Yeah,
you got bars.
I used to sing. That's before I started becoming a man.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Before you,
Yeah, everything dropped.
Yeah. It just dropped.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then we moved back to Louisiana.
Y'all moved back to Shreveport, or?
Yeah, we moved back to actually a little town north of Shreveport called Vivian. Moved there for a little bit, and I just grew up high school football. You know, played that, did well in that. Not as good as I probably could have, but graduated, did a little college.
What position you played in high school?
Offensive tackle and defensive tackle.
Nice. What'd you rather? You like to hit people or block people?
I like hitting people.
So you rather defense?
Oh, yeah.
You were better at defense too, or you just?
I was really good at offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pushing people around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like get out the way.
Yeah.
You know, and running them over. You know, my favorite thing. To be honest, my favorite thing playing offense was when I was able to kick out and having my running back touch me on the back and me just gunning over people. You know.
Lead the way. Lead
yeah.
the way, big guy.
That was my favorite stuff.
Yeah, I would like to be your running back, man.
Yeah.
Tapping.
Dude, we had a big our senior year. We were big dudes back then.
What school?
Northwood High School.
Northwood.
Yeah,
High School.
they're doing big things up there right now. They're starting to come along with their football program, and they're coming up. I think they quarterfinals last year at state. They got a bunch of stuff going on up there. Really excited and proud of what's going on.
What class are they? Like 2A, 3A?
4A.
4A.
Yeah, 4A school.
Northwood. I feel like I've heard of them, but
yeah, Northwood Falcons, bro. Northwood Falcons.
They were good at baseball. Or
Oh yeah, we came down here my sophomore year and played St. Thomas More, going to the
state tournament.
Yeah, no, going. It was their state. Yeah, it's playoffs, and smoked St. Thomas More. And
so what year was that? If you were
that was 2000, 2005.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're older than me.
I am old. Yeah.
Yeah, you way
Big 30 this year.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Turned 30 in what? July.
July, yeah.
July, yeah.
Yeah.
You old as hell. Alright, so after high school, what happened, man? What's the word?
I did a little college. I had a guy bring me into a gym one time because we've had a couple tussles in the street. And he brought me into a gym and said, "This is what you need to do." And day one, picked it up. Learned to throw in a solid leg kick, and I stuck with that for a long time. Started college, still was fighting. I had my first 4 amateur fights in my first 6 months of training. That was fun. It was cool. A month into training, my coach was like, "Hey, you got a great leg kick. We're going to Arkansas. We're gonna fight some dudes." Okay. Yeah, let's go do it.
That's how it was, man.
Yeah, dude, that was a shady place we fought.
You got some stories, man.
Dude, that was a shady place. It's called Boot Scooters in Hot Springs, Arkansas. It was in a bar. I wasn't even allowed to be in there. I wasn't old enough.
Holy crap.
They stuck me upstairs, dude, and smoke was rising. And I'm having to warm up in there, and smoke's everywhere in my face, and it was horrible.
Wow.
And nervous, because all these people around. And I was still a chubby person, I was 300 pounds at the time when I first started fighting. And getting out in front of these people was weird. And I got out there and I circled into this dude, and that dude hit me with a right hand and hit me and rolled me to the cage and just started hitting me in the face. And I just stood up, kneed him in the face, and started beating him up.
Damn.
For 3 rounds.
So you went up. So y'all went the distance?
Oh, he didn't finish that 3rd round. We went into the 3rd round. Nah, he didn't finish it.
Holy crap.
I flattened him out and just hit him until they pulled me off. And I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I was like, this is awesome. Everyone's cheering and stuff. There was a guy that smoked. You could tell he smokes the little thing. He came up and talked to me. Kind of scared me a little bit, but it was great. I loved it ever since. I fought a month after that, and a month after that, and a month after that.
So what was your amateur career like? What was your record? And
I went 7-3 in my amateur career. I had a long break between my last amateur. When I won my amateur title and between my last amateur fight, about a 5-year break. Won my amateur heavyweight title up in Shreveport. Beat a nice guy, John Clay. Some great stories about that guy.
John Clay.
Old John Clay. And beat that dude up. And then hurt my back going into my first 205-pound fight.
So hold up, you started your career at 300 pounds.
Yep.
So that fight was considered a super heavyweight fight or just whatever? You off the street like?
There was no commission in
right, I was like,
Arkansas.
Back then it's like...
Yeah, so it was like whatever. We weighed in that day and fought that night.
Wow.
Yeah. And there was like 30 fights a card.
Oh my God.
I fought at 2 o'clock in the morning. The second time I fought for him, I fought 2 o'clock in the morning.
And it started at like a normal time, 7, 8?
Yeah, dude, it was a long night.
Can you imagine? People still rowdy like...
They fought. In fact, they invited a drunk person in to fight when one of the other fighters didn't show up, dude.
Holy...
There was a guy who walked into the cage. They called his name. He was outside smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer. He flicked that and threw the beer away, went in there and fought. Got his butt whipped.
Went back doing the same thing.
He got that up. Yeah, he's missing a tooth. He's like, all right,
Oh,
Arkansas, bro. Crazy.
MMA has come a long way, guys.
Yeah, but they're still just strange up there.
Yeah, a little strange. So amateur career is 7-3.
Yeah.
So the John Clay fight. So yeah, what I was saying was you were 300 pounds. You worked your way down. Like how was the weight class thing?
Well, yeah, I started off at 300 pounds in my first fight, and going into my second fight, I dropped down to about 290, and it was about 10 pounds a fight.
Like when was there a heavyweight fight, like division or like, you know what I mean?
Well, my first heavyweight fight was actually for when they started shooting the MTV show Caged.
Oh yeah.
I was part of those fights, the first fights they filmed.
Dude, I want to go back and watch it because I watched it when I was a kid, but obviously I didn't know you.
Yeah.
It'd be funny to go back and watch that.
That was everyone's so young. Danger was so young.
Oh, yeah.
They got a couple shots of me, and my beard's just huge and red, and I've got a baby face.
That's hilarious.
Dude, it was wild.
Can you find that on YouTube or something? You think?
I thought about that the other day, and I was trying to look for it, but I couldn't find anything.
Really?
I'll have to see if Danger knows.
There gotta be something out there.
Yeah.
Because that show was popular, bro.
Yeah, dude, it was, and then it wasn't.
Down here it was.
Yeah, down here it was, but then it wasn't. You didn't take it. It was like a teen mom for with fighting involved. It's like they didn't really try to get into what fighting actually,
right.
what all these people had to go do,
yeah.
what they had to do. Yeah, the drama's there. They got to deal with that, but then they got to go to the gym. They've got jobs they've got to do. Y'all don't shoot any of that except the drama and like 3 scenes of them training right before the fight.
I do remember that. It was all about like going to high school parties or whatever it was. They're going to parties and about their families, and the fighting really wasn't on spotlight like it should have been.
No, absolutely.
That's MTV. They're trying to get drama and all that.
So that was the first fight I actually made heavyweight in, and I was.
You were 265 on the
No,
top?
I was 240 pounds.
So you lost 60 pounds. What's the timetable on that?
Timetable is 2 years.
2 years, you lost
2
60
years.
pounds. How'd you do that? Like you had to get down, or you?
I started training with. I left the gym I was at and started training with a guy named Chad Linhart, who's a great mentor of mine. Chad Linhart and Dan Arnett, great mentors of mine, great trainers, some great friends, and started working with those guys. With Gladiators had a location in Bossier City, and Chad told me about this fight he wanted me to get in, and so he got me a diet together, and we started working on that. And tuna, chicken, salad. That's what I was eating.
That's it.
That was what I was doing. I had no carbs after lunchtime, and I drank water constantly, kind of what I'm doing now. And the weight was coming off. The problem was, right before I was supposed to make that 265 on that fight, I got pneumonia.
Wow.
And I was losing the weight way too fast.
Yeah, you were sick.
Yeah, I was dropping. I went from 300 pounds to I was 260, and I just nothing on me. And so I had to back out of that fight. And then one came up in August. I had a bunch of fights turned down, and we had one come up in August for the MTV thing. I was like, heck yeah, what's this, you know?
It's an exposure.
And yeah, I weighed in at 245, looking good, healthy. I was, gotten the weight down good. It kind of, settled out in last place. And after that, I couldn't get underneath 245.
Really?
Dude, for like the longest
I thought you fought at 205.
I was close. I was 10 pounds away from being 205, or 5 pounds away from being 205.
I remember seeing that picture.
Yeah.
And it was like, what? That's you? No
yeah.
way.
So we had a couple fights after that.
Maybe we could post that picture. I'll post like a video or picture of this, and then I'll post that picture.
Me at 205.
Yeah.
But
looking good though.
Dude, I was. And when I won the amateur title, I was 225 pounds, and that's when I decided, hey, let's make this run at 205. I didn't get there, man. I was so close, and when the doctor told me, he didn't want me to fight, he was gonna show up at the, make sure I didn't, do anything. I stopped and got me 2 Caniac combos, Raising Cane's, bro. And
2 Caniac combos.
Dude, I tore it up, bro.
Should have got just a tailgate tray, bro.
Yeah, dude, I thought about it, but I was a broke fighter back then, so I couldn't afford that,
True. Yeah, tailgate trays can run you dry,
yeah,
for sure. So came to Head Kicks.
Yeah.
What? 2 years ago, we just made our 3-year anniversary at Head Kicks yesterday. Big ups to Head Kicks. Hey. So when did you come to the gym?
I think I started February 2017.
So
yeah,
just made 2 years at the gym.
Yep.
So much has happened, dude.
So much has happened.
It's so weird, man.
It is crazy, huh?
Like we just made our 3-year anniversary, but I feel like it's not a bad thing, but I feel like I've been there for 10 years. Like it's just weird, man. So many fights and just so much stuff going on.
So many
fast.
fights.
I feel like every month there's something going on.
Oh yeah.
And
everyone's fighting.
Going at a rapid pace. But so 2 years ago you started at Head Kicks.
Mm-hmm. They had no plans of fighting again.
And that's what I'm saying. So that was in between your break. Like that was your
That was part of I was still on break and I had
you
no
were hurt.
Yeah, I had a back injury. I had 3 herniated discs in my lower back. And one of them's got some stuff coming off of it, or I don't know, there's a bunch of stuff leaning on some nerves and stuff like that.
L5S1?
Yep. And L4. It's all that right there.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. And
you're not surgery, huh?
No. It kind of just went away. I know when I first moved down here, I had some sciatic nerve pain, and it shot down my leg one day, and I was numb for my knee down for 6 months. Kind of what happened when going into those last year when we were trying to get ready.
Yep.
But I've learned some things on how to deal with some of that stuff. That helped a lot.
When you started the gym?
Yeah.
you were still on break and you had no intentions of fighting?
No, I was done fighting. Me and Rachel, we kind of talked, my fiance Rachel, we had talked about, me just being over that part of my life. And one day, man, I come back from a weekend of a heavy drinking and eating and partying all weekend. I think I did Rumble night that Monday night.
Was it the Rumble night where you and Rob fought?
Yeah, dude. Coming off.
I would never forget that.
Yeah, that was that Rumble night.
That was the fight. I think I never really I didn't work with any MMA guys yet. I was just still kind of getting my feet wet with the personal training thing, and that was the fight. I noticed you. I noticed Rob, and I was like, "Dang, I think I want to work with this dude."
Aaron had to stop us so many times.
That was
like, y'all need to calm down.
I wish we had video like we would now. Like now we video everything, but man, back then that was a score rap.
Yeah, dude, we got after it. I took that win though, Rob. I took that win though, Rob.
That dub. But that was an important W, Rob.
Oh yeah.
You may have turned this man's life around, because now we're back at it.
We're back at it.
You said you were drinking and
we went
about
out.
it.
No, actually, I did a binger that weekend. and
Then you fought.
Then I fought with Rob, and I ended up winning the Rumble night for the heavyweights. And Aaron kind of talked to me about it. Just actually, I walked on the mat one day, and he said, "Hey, they got some fights coming up. Do you want to do it?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing it. If you can give me 12 weeks." He said, "How about 11?" I said, "Yeah, just don't put it on Facebook."
Yeah.
He said, "Don't put it on Facebook." I said, "Yeah."
You didn't talk to Rachel?
I didn't talk to Rachel about it.
Oh, snap.
So I was like, "Don't tell her about it. I'll smooth it over." And she knows the story now, so it's cool I can talk about it. But I told her it was a kickboxing fight, and there'd be no ground game. For some reason, she thought it would be a little safer if we didn't get on the ground. She didn't know I was an assassin on the ground. But that's what I told her, and I was planning on just letting it ride out until we showed up to the fight. And like a surprise, it's an MMA fight. But I told her a couple weeks before.
Surprise! Surprise!
I do that to her a lot. You know, I just surprise things on her, like, surprise, we're gonna do dog.
She's used to it.
Yeah.
I mean, she said yes, you know, you asked her to marry you.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
So that was your last amateur fight, that one?
That one was my last amateur fight, yeah. Broke that dude's leg.
Really?
With a leg kick, yeah.
It's just so funny how ironic you got into this from leg kicks, right? You were so good at them, and your coach noticed it. Who was that? Your coach?
Man, Crewcraft.
Crewcraft.
He was he got his cruise ship from some monks down in Florida or something like that. From what I don't know the whole story. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So that was your last amateur fight, 2017.
Yep, 2017 November. When was that? That was September, August 2017.
I don't think I went to that fight.
No, it was in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Bell.
And from there, started your pro career, and that's when me and you got started. Your pro career debut was against Roman. What's his last name? You know? Oh yeah, Italian guy, right?
Yeah.
Roman is
Pizzolato.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
I
fought in Bellator and stuff like that.
18 professional fights when I was going against him.
It's pretty impressive. Mike made his debut against him for WFC. We got to start working together. We had a good 12-week training camp.
Yeah.
Mike adapted really well. His body reacted well to everything we did. And we had a successful TKO victory.
Yeah, we got that.
Veteran.
Yeah.
I think you retired after that fight too.
I retired him that night, yeah.
And that was an epic night. And then from there on, we were off, man. Second fight, what was that? Christian
Anderson, yeah.
The good old Christian Anderson. That was a war.
That was a tough fight.
Is that on YouTube?
That is on YouTube.
Check that one out. That was a war.
That was a tough fight. That was the first time I've ever been cut open.
Really?
Yeah.
Even amateur?
Even amateur. No, I never got cut. I got punched in the nose one time. It bled a little bit, but like.
That was like a legit on your brow.
Yeah, he sliced me. Man, I thought I was trying to slice him too, man.
The crazy thing with that is we had plans. Well, we did. We were gonna try out for the UFC Ultimate Fighter.
Yep.
We were already kind of thinking past that, right? So here's the deal. Mike was 1-0. We knew he needed 3 fights in order to be eligible for the Ultimate Fighter, right? And that was last summer.
Yep.
And you fought Christian when?
I fought Christian in May.
So we had to get on it. Somehow, some way, we needed 3 fights. So he fought Christian. Then he fought the next weekend. Savage Life fought the next weekend in Monroe, right?
Yeah.
Won that fight. 2-1. We got the 3 fights. Boom, eligible for the Ultimate Fighter. Me, Aaron, and Mike.
We fly out the next day.
It wasn't. Yeah,
it was the next day. We drove back into that.
So picture this: fight Christian Anderson. Next weekend, fight John Clay. Good old John Clay. Fought him, and the next day or two, we fly to Las Vegas to go try for the Ultimate Fighter. Boom, boom, bam.
I was so tired.
Dude, epic. It's an epic story though, man.
Yeah,
you had a great run in the Ultimate Fighter.
We did. We got top 20 at the Ultimate Fighter. Dude, it was an incredible experience. Just to get in there and grapple with some of these high level guys, the heavyweight. You know, I don't get to see a lot of heavyweight bodies.
Yep.
When you're a heavyweight fighter, you're alone a lot of the times, and you're gonna scrap with guys with. Like Tyler size, you know. I
like to say heavyweight is its own sport in MMA.
Yeah.
It's a whole different sport almost, man, because it takes one punch with those guys. It does with the little guys too, or smaller guys, but heavyweight it's more of a game changer.
Yeah,
man.
higher chance.
Yes, for sure.
But got to grapple with some of those dudes, and I got to go against the guy with the American Top Team, and Aaron had set some goals for me. You know, while we were in this, he wanted me to do 5 submission attempts. They only give you 90 seconds to grapple.
So you get 90 seconds to roll.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it.
And then you're in front of the producers, judges, whatever.
Yeah, we had 2 UFC matchmakers in there and the producers for the show. And it was just us 2 on the mat. So all eyes on us. and we had to start off on our knees. And I went in to try to get it, and I couldn't do it, so I pulled guard a little bit. I don't know, it was kind of a girl move, pulling guard, but it was the only option.
You had 90 seconds, and you
90
back
seconds.
ahead. Aaron challenged you to get 5
Yeah, we had to
seconds.
get these 5. So I went for. We weren't allowed to do heel hooks, but I was going to pretend to do it because I'm not going to hold on to it. So I went for it, and then went for something else. Took us back, and we ended up standing up. So we got back on our knees again, and went to go for it. And I went to do the same move, and he thrusted his palm as hard as he could into my face.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. He thrusted it so hard, so I'm seeing water.
That man palmed you.
Dude, he palmed me in the face so hard. I'm seeing water. I can't see him at all. And all I'm doing is just fishing for something, and I can't move. So I'm going for the same move I went for. I couldn't do it, so I reversed it over, trying to go for a Kimura to get him off me a little bit. And he was just so, for being as short as he was, he was just so strong. Dude, he was a tiny heavyweight. This is like
solid, dude.
220. He was like 220 pounds easy, but so strong. But we had a great showing with him, and then me and Aaron got out there on those pads. Melted those pads.
Tore it up.
We were the only 2 people on the mat. They had 4 groups go at a time, 4 people at a time go in groups, and we had the last one to go, and we were the only ones on the mat.
So everybody in that room, all the heavyweights that are trying out, everybody is watching Mike and Aaron on the pads.
Oh yeah,
killing it.
And we melted them pads. I mean, right afterwards, we had world class coaches come up to us,
everybody was
glory fighters, and it's like they're telling us how great we looked. And I can see Aaron getting goosebumps, bro. It was a great experience.
So we were super pumped about it. His tryout physically.
Yeah.
Then they had the part the TV part, right, where you had to do interviews and show some personality, which Mike has a great personality. If you can't tell yet, a lot of jokes. But I think being that you only had 3 fights, I think that was the catch.
Once we got down to it, they had 20 guys and 20 girls, and they ended up saying they were going to split it 8 and 8 with some alternates. And we didn't get the phone call until a couple weeks after the tryouts to let us know that, hey, we didn't make it, but they came up with a follow-up offer for some contender series stuff on Fight Pass, and we ended up getting passed up for that too because experience.
The commission wouldn't allow it. I think you were partnered up. They had you matched with some guy at 20-something fights. Man.
No, he was
more than that.
He was in 32 fights.
He might have 20-something wins. Like his record was crazy. Like I don't understand how that guy.
It was like 23 and 14 or something like that.
Yeah. So the commission wouldn't allow a 23 and 14 guy against a 3-1 guy, right?
Right.
I mean, it is pretty lopsided.
But me and Aaron were gonna take it. Like when Aaron
sure.
told me about it, I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Super down.
I mean, yeah. It was a good payday. It was a good opportunity. I mean,
showcase on TV.
Exactly.
That's your way in.
And get a chance to earn a UFC contract. If you impress.
Then come to find out, there was a guy who didn't make the show. Actually took Mike's place on that contender series fight, and he knocked the dude out.
Yep, spinning back this dude cold, bro. That was good.
Is he in the UFC now?
No, they ended up. They didn't give him the contract that night. They put him in the fighter house for the Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, they ended up putting him in.
Yeah, and he, I think he lost out his first fight, and I don't remember watching the series a whole lot, but I think he ended up losing out in the house, and they could do a fight in the UFC. So no, he's not there.
It was pretty cool too, though, to see all the heavyweights that tried out. And then watch the show, and you kind of feel like you knew them, right? Because y'all built a relationship.
A couple of us. Yeah, a couple. We were there together the whole weekend. A couple of us got real close, and that we went out that Friday. That last night we had us doing stuff all throughout the day, and then that Friday they let us go early. We finished up some eye exam or something like that by like 10. We're all at the pool after that.
Lit.
And just it started from there and then into the next.
You don't let 20 heavyweights
in Vegas
unleashed with no no itinerary or whatever. Because dude, that was another bad thing with the UFC, bro. The time, the waiting, and all that. Remember that?
Dude.
They would give you a time to be there, and it would be like 3 hours later.
Dude, I was such a mean person in my second interview.
Well, dude, it was bad, bro. Like,
Dude,
we had plans to do stuff.
I told you about that?
I don't think so.
I went up to the second interview, and we're sitting down in the lobby, the hotel lobby. They told us to be there at 2. I didn't go up in there until 4.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, they had Chick-fil-A coming by and stuff like that. These people ordering food
teasing
up there.
Heavyweights.
Just teasing heavyweights. So I was getting a little mad. When I finally got up there, I sat down in front of... This time, there's 20 producers, and there's 20 different people in this room, and they're all looking directly at me. And there was this woman next to me, and I said, man, I'm just going to apologize for this interview. Excuse my language, But I said, is something wrong with y'all? They're like, well, what do y'all mean? I was like, how long have y'all been doing this show? This is the 28th season, right? They said, yeah. I was like, you have had 28 seasons to do this whole thing, to figure this out. Yeah, for production, getting people in and out, You tell us all to be down there too, and I don't come up here till 4.
No
or you
doubt.
better tell me to be up here at 3:55 or something, you know? Oh, you know what? We're gonna try to fit. Yeah, whatever you gotta do. That's probably why I didn't get on this show.
That might have been why you had a problem.
But like right at first, but then I came in and I saved it with my stories. And
Mike has some crazy stories, some that cannot be repeated on this podcast. But
no,
man, it's epic stories. Do you have any stories you want to share? I mean, it's up to you, man. There's so many street fight stories and this and that.
I kicked a guy in Vegas in the balls.
Kicked the guy in Vegas. Yeah, it's true. He asked for it though.
He asked for it though. He was holding up a sign that said, "I'll let you kick me in the balls for money." And ooh man, we had a lot.
That payday.
Nah, I had a lot to drink. Like I said, we've been drinking since 10.
Wait, I thought y'all got out at 10.
Well, yeah, that's when we got to. As soon as we got to the pool, you know.
Good lord.
Yeah, I just asked the little bartender, just bring me 2 beers at a time, please.
Holy.
Rachel wasn't there yet, so I had to drink hers too.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, we went out. I think that's what got the whole night started that night, because it was a pretty wild night to begin with. But yeah, some guy just holding a sign, "Let you kick me in the balls, man." I said, "Yeah, I got a $20 bill, so I can just kill you over right now."
So you tell me this: you gave it your all. You kicked him as hard as
you could. There's a video I have on my Instagram. You can see me kick him as hard as I can and lift him off the ground.
Yeah.
And he just pops back down and just holds his hand out like $20.
Do you have a cup? Did you fit? I mean,
I checked.
There's something going on.
Dude, I was like, "Bro, you got a cup?" And he was like, "No, I ain't got no cup on." So I was like, "I'm checking." He's like, "Do whatever you got to do." And I was like, "All right." I just reached in for the check. He had no cup on. I told my buddy Everett that was there. Shout out to Everett. I was like, "Bro, you don't got no cup, dude." Everett's like, "You just grabbed that, man." I was like, "Man, I had to check my cup. I'm spending $20 on this." I had to see if he was cheating.
Absolutely.
You know?
Gotta check that, man, for sure.
Absolutely.
Any more crazy stories that you would like to share in the podcast?
None that I can say on here.
That was one that you were just telling me.
No, I'm not telling that story on this podcast.
You said you were gonna.
No, I said I'm replacing. I'm done telling you. No, we're not talking about this story.
Dude,
maybe if we get on we get on Joe Rogan, bro, me and you're going, I'll tell the story on like something like that.
Dude, that'd be epic.
Dude.
A lot to talk about there. So got the pro fight career, crazy stories, got your background. Did you like football? Like, would you rather football or fighting? What you think? Because you're pretty good at football.
Yeah, I liked football.
If you could choose a career, I mean.
No, football felt like something I had to do.
Like a job almost?
Yeah, it was expected of me. I was a big guy growing up. You know, as a big
big
boy, you play football? Then that's the question you always get asked me. Even nowadays, "Hey, big boy, you played football back in the day?" Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a big sports guy. That's weird about guys nowadays. I don't watch a whole lot of sports. And football I never really was interested in. I just got out there because it was expected.
Yeah, you're just a big dude.
Yeah, a big dude. Everyone wanted to see me play football. So
in high school, when you're that big, a lot of those kids aren't big, so you have a size advantage,
right.
You know, and you're already athletic as it is, so you're pretty good. I was just curious which one you rather. Let's see. We're gonna be going to Vegas.
Yes, we are gonna be going to Vegas.
Back to Vegas. Speaking of Vegas, for Mike's bachelor party.
What?
It's gonna be a great time. We're going there in about a month or so.
It's so
you know what's
close.
crazy too? I think Head Kicks 2.0 will be opening at around that same time. Maybe the 21st or something like that.
Oh,
so we're leaving a little bit after.
Yeah, that Wednesday.
So that's gonna be an epic couple weeks. New gym, bachelor party, big things coming. No telling, you might be in the UFC at that point.
Maybe.
Who knows, man?
Get to this dude and we'll see.
This fighting game is crazy. Yes, get through Corey. What's his last name?
Corey Johnson.
Corey Johnson. Mike is fighting Corey Johnson at the AKA Fights next Friday in Shreveport.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit about Corey, man. Let's talk about the fight, what you're expecting, and we watched him fight.
We watched him fight Brendan Hebert.
Brendan Hebert, good training partner of yours. He came in for your training camp.
Yes.
Appreciate that, Brandon.
Very much so.
That was awesome to have another big body, rolling with Mike. So what you expecting, man?
I expect a lot of plan. I expect a lot of pressure for this dude. He's gonna come pour it on. I've heard some poor things about his cardio, so I feel like he's gonna try to get me out of there in the first round. I just have to weather the storm and let him tire himself out and go to work.
Absolutely. Tear him up. We had a great training camp. Dude, your last training camp, we could talk about that too. You've overcome a lot of things, right? So your last training camp, some of the sciatic nerve stuff.
Yeah.
Mike was dealing with basically a dead leg the whole training camp for his last fight. We couldn't do no legs. no cardio.
No.
I mean, the guy couldn't move, right? So it was a rough one, and you got through it. You finished TKO.
We finished TKO in the second round.
And that dude was super tough.
Oh yeah, it was
super tough guy.
Fast hands.
Dude, when you get to the professional level, there's not gonna be many easy fights, right?
No.
I mean, there's some out there, but man, but professional level is a different level.
Maybe that one Jack Swagger.
Yeah, that's why I like a second guess myself.
Yeah,
That's a guy in Bellator, and
that's a
he's
fight right there.
Yeah, he's a former professional wrestler, and they're milking his record, and he's fighting some scrub.
Oh yeah.
What is he, 1-1?
He's 1-1.
Why they couldn't put you on that?
Dude,
they were scared.
They're scared, bro. They're scared.
But so Mike's fighting Corey Johnson next weekend. It's gonna be great. We're ready.
Absolutely.
Prepared. I hope he's listening to this. Corey Johnson.
What's up, bro?
We're ready, bro. Dozer coming through.
Yeah, baby.
No, it's all good. Respect.
Absolutely.
And, weight's on point.
Weight's on point. Weight's doing good, man. Healthy.
Ready to punch a hole through his face.
Yeah, and then eat me a burger.
Oh, I bet
and
you
drink
ready.
some beers.
Oh yeah, you got a wedding coming up.
I got a wedding coming up. We gotta drop some more weight for the wedding, man. I'm gonna fly for my wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have to go back to that tuna chicken and salad. I think I could hook you up with something better than that.
Man.
But good times, man. Anything else you want to talk about or?
I got t-shirts for sale.
Yeah, t-shirts are for sale. Hit them up, but we are giving one away for free.
Yeah, $20. You get this high quality done by my buddy Dan Arnett with Rad Tint Graphics up in Shreveport, man.
These t-shirts are super legit. I'm not gonna lie. I made 3 or 4 shirts. I've been trying to get a logo this big, and I guess people just don't know how to do that. Mike got it.
Hey man, big shout out again to my buddy Brady, who's also a great sponsor, my Brady Go Trail.
Shout out Brady Go Trail.
Brims AC and Brims Energy. He did this for me. He signed me up for this thing on the website to do a design contest, pick a logo, and we had about 70 people send in different logos. I had logos out the butt for like 3 days. It was so hard to choose. We had like 10. I was sending them to him, Aaron. I was sending them all kinds of people trying to figure it out. But as soon as I saw this one, I was like, bro, this is it.
Dude, it's the Mac Daddy.
Dude, this is it.
I think it has it all.
It does.
It got the K, like it's just everything. It's perfect.
And when the UFC finally signs me, they try to do my Reebok stuff. They're gonna have to license this logo out. Yeah,
It's gonna be a Reebok shirt right there.
Exactly.
Just slap a Reebok logo.
Reebok
right
has
there.
to pay me to use this logo.
For sure, we gotta figure something out because that logo's that's
dope.
marketing right there. That's legit.
I've been thinking about actually putting the Florida Lee in the middle right there. Putting that little Louisiana in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
A little spice to it.
Right.
That would be cool.
A little hot sauce, like Aaron
Figure
would
something
say.
out. Yeah, a little hot sauce, a little 1-2, little.
Yeah.
It's all good. So you selling those $20? Hit Mike up if you want them. Tickets for your fights.
I got tickets for sale. I still got some table tickets left. I got VIP and I got general admission. Table tickets are $100 a piece or $1,000 for a table. Sent 10 people, and I think they have food at the tables. VIP, $75, and general admission is $35. 21 and up show because it's gonna be at the casino. Casino is really nice.
So it's not at that place we went for that last time.
No, this is the Horseshoe Casino.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's fancy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm looking forward to it. But I tell you what, AKA, if you haven't been to an AKA show, they put on a great show.
Great show, super professional. Amber Bishop and her husband John, they do a great job up there putting on a show, and they really they try to cater to the fighters. They do or try to do what's best. They treated me nothing but respect and decency, and I can't say nothing but great things about those people up there.
For sure. I mean, just looking out from the backside, like on things, and I can tell the way they treat you guys, and just the show itself is very professional, very well done. It's actually, they have commentators. Dangerous to be commentators on FlowCombat.com.
Yeah.
So if you guys cannot make it out there to Shreveport, I know it's a little drive, but you can stream it live. You can watch Mike next Friday. I know you have nothing else to do but support our guys from Head Kicks,
Watch
and
the fights, man.
you can watch the fights on FlowCombat.com. I think that's it, man. It was a great interview. Me and Coach D probably will be back in a couple weeks for episode 20. Just want to have Mike on before his fight. Let you guys get to know him a little better. We've become very, very good friends over the last couple of years.
Oh, absolutely.
Good times, man. Big things coming as well. So that's it, guys. Handshake.
Yeah.
Peace.
See you out of here.